So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, what's up, Manyike?
Yo.
Oh yes, brothers. How you doing, brothers?
Hey,
What's happening?
Yo.
Man, I'm good. And you guys, how you doing?
We're here.
Hey, bro, we've been looking for you. Hey, are you busy?
Hey, we're
All
happy.
over.
We're happy to have you here, man. I mean, I think it's a long time coming. We've been talking about having you here. You know, now we're happy that at least finally we're able to get this ball rolling. Otherwise, kunjani?
It's just you know what, you keep on pushing, you know, you just push all the way, you know. Funny, you keep yourself busy.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
you wear a lot of hats. You wear a lot of hats, and I want us to talk about them, but not now yet. First, I want. Yeah, he's got a lot of hats. I know.
There's a lot.
Hey, there's a lot to talk about today. This is what to. But for the people who don't know who Vuyo Manyike is, how would you introduce yourself to them?
First of all, I would say I'm a servant of God, you know.
Amen.
And God.
Amen.
And like God has taken me into a lot of journeys, So I became a versatile producer. You know, I became a versatile producer, versatile musician. I played in different genres, you know, and as you know, and I did the music thing as a bass player and the production, and now I'm venturing into the artist thing, you know, as a rapper and as a DJ, you know.
Many hats.
Yeah,
it's the many hats I was talking about. I think today we're gonna hear a whole lot of them. But I want us to go right at the beginning of everything. Your childhood. How were you as a child? How was, if you were to maybe paint a picture of the environment you grew up in, and you know what you remember about your childhood? How were you as a child?
Man, I was just like any other kid, you know. I didn't know I was gonna do music, you know, until I was in basically grade 11. So it's just a kid who liked TV game, you know, growing, you know, comics. Yeah, I was a little bit of an outcast. Dlalela ama-TV games, dlalela
Super Mario.
dlalela amalolo. Yeah, ayifana, yeah.
Double content.
Yeah,
Street Fighter.
And then nama comics, you know, I used to like to draw, you know.
Okay.
I used to like to draw as a kid, you know. And then until I think everything changed, I never knew that I was gonna be a musician.
Yeah. I
had no idea that I was really that talented in music. I never had that so doing, hey, Manyike. No. You know, it only happened in grade. It started happening in grade 10. I hit in Australia, I was standard 8.
Sure.
Yeah, so
yeah.
You were still thinking about it.
It's a calculator. Plus 2, yeah.
I was still in grade.
When I got saved, you know, when I got saved, everything changed.
Okay.
You know, when I got saved, everything changed. I started to develop. My mom, like 2 years prior, my mom bought me a guitar. And everything for me, that's why I'm saying is I'm a servant of God, because even prior then, I got saved for 2 weeks doing this prayer of faith, you know, praying for a bicycle, you know, and a computer. My mom bought me a guitar. You know. And then 2 years after that, when I was in standard 8, I got saved for real. And then I started picking up the guitar. So like the love came strong when I got saved. And then people came, taught me.
But
I never had this thing.
What prompted your mother to buy you a guitar? Was it just from nowhere, Nje, that your mother just decided, hey, Yazin, let me buy for you a guitar?
Prayer of faith.
Faith. Yeah, I think the other thing is maybe probably she knew my dad. You know, obviously, my dad was a guitarist. Besides that, maybe she saw, when I was 4 years old, I think I asked for a guitar. So the cake was shaped as a guitar.
Okay.
But I never spoke about guitars that time. I remember I was into computers.
Yeah.
You know, I was into digital gaming and all that. I was into gaming, basically. It's just God, man. God just chose me there.
Yeah.
You know, says, hey, man, get this one a guitar. His journey is going to start.
Yeah.
And then after that, I backslid. I lost the interest of guitar. That's how funny it is. When 2 years after, now when I was in standard 8, now, because I was strong now, half of my street got saved.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And then people started coming. I started loving the guitar again, bro. And then, you know, everything just started to fall into place. People started teaching me, you know, that's how I grew.
So
you know what I'm saying? It only started in 2000 in 1997, I think. Yeah.
So when you say they got saved, what were you doing? Were you busy preaching for them, or were you part of the people who went to do outreaches and you were playing? What was your contribution in that whole thing?
I was probably like maybe 14, you know what I mean? So I was young. I was just preaching.
Yeah. Oh, you were preaching?
I used to preach that. Yeah, I was to preach. I used to be an evangelist.
Yo, so
you were the one who preached to them.
Okay, so you converted half the street.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo,
even
I
can tell you, even you know Waldo Nkuna, you know Waldo?
Yes.
The drummer.
Hey.
Waldo. Yeah, he's one of them. I think he's the only one.
He's your side.
I think he's the only one. Yeah, it's my spiritual side.
That's amazing. Oh, that's amazing. So
we should pop up his picture, Waldo.
Yeah, you've got spiritual kids here. Yeah, in this music space. But you've done a lot of great things. So you're saying what? You're about 14.
That's so funny.
Around that time. When you
I was around 14. Yeah.
Okay, so
I was around 14 that time.
Okay, so now, you're going around preaching for people. You're playing this guitar. Do you remember the people that you are playing with at that time, or you were the only person playing? Do you remember? Was there a band you played with at this time?
We had to start a band because the other thing is I started late. I mean, I was in standard 8.
Yeah.
So and I had to catch up. Like everybody was we were a bit backwards in terms of what was going on. The standard was way, your guys' standard was a dream come true. You know what I mean? There was when as I started, there was Musambo Weni,
Yeah.
He was playing guitar. Basically, Musa was playing guitar,
Okay.
I was playing so when my mom married and moved to another church, AFM, that's where my musical journey started, and there was not a lot. So me, Musa, and Tembandala formulated a band. We used to call ourselves a Revolution, but that time it was not a band. We're just practicing individual.
Okay.
It was hard. There was only one professional band, basically, and now, but they were not as professional as people but they were basically the most professional band that we could ever hear. Yeah, but the bass player used to play a lot. Came from Joburg, basically. So at least they sounded tight. They really, really were tight.
Yeah.
You understand? But they were the only ones, and that was the church. But so there was not a lot of templates.
Yes.
There was not a lot of templates. There were no young people that would teach us. There was no one.
Yeah.
We were the first ones.
Yeah.
We were the first ones to do it. You know, me, Musa, Nabutemba,
Utemba, what was he
and
playing?
yeah,
Utemba
drums.
that. Oh,
You would sit, man, sit.
really?
Disciplined drummer. Yeah, he had a nice touch.
Hey,
He had a
hey.
nice touch. He had a
No,
solid.
I mean,
Yeah, he was solid.
I just know him like from
It is
camp.
news.
Hey, man.
He's
You
a
see?
drummer.
These interviews are very necessary. Go for it.
Drama.
They are, my man. They are necessary.
A solid one. A solid
Oh.
one. Do you know even Errol? The tall guy.
Which Errol?
Yeah,
the
he was
one
a drummer.
that trended recently.
Which Errol?
The other thing. The other time speaking about organs and stuff.
So Errol was competing with Temba.
Oh.
But Temba was the ultimate drummer.
Oh, okay.
Temba was the ultimate drummer. Errol was the one who was competing. He had some nice roles, when Bonga came in, boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
so we would love. Yeah, we would love Errol used to have.
Okay.
Errol Peel.
I thought it's Aaron.
Yes. I know him.
Errol.
I know Errol. Yeah.
So he was the one who was actually competing with Temba, but Temba had more concepts.
Okay.
So yeah, basically, man, it was tough that time.
Yo.
And there's one person who helped me found my sound. Like, it was so difficult to hear American music, Vela, there was no YouTube back in the day. The guy that really, really unlocked me was Gainon. Gainon. Yeah, Mbowin, he's the one who actually introduced me to Fred Hammond.
Okay.
So when Pages of Life came out in 1998, he had it. And I was in standard 9. So I wanted to learn. Everybody didn't believe I could play. Bruh, I used to play percussion. There was this chat. I used to play percussion.
Yeah.
It can't be, Baba. It can't be. There's no mic.
Yeah.
Bro, I started from the bottom, bro. Like, they used to laugh at me, bro. Like, I used to be like a David. You remember? You know that story of David? Like, this guy can't possibly be a musician.
Yes.
Drums and the percussion, I know mic. It sounds rasa. I'm just there. I'm just when I got saved.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You're in fire.
Pack the sound. I was packed the sound.
Serving.
Yeah, Vuyo.
Yeah.
Vuyo, I was 7. Pack it sound. Yeah, bro. I know, bro. So when I was in standard 9, he's the one who actually introduced me to this art of practicing. Because when I went to him, he used to practice. He used to sit. Like, I would visit him, sharp, sit down on the piano, transcribe, because he was from East Side.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he was from East Side, so he came back home, for a period of time. So he was the one who actually taught me how to practice. Like, he was a hard worker. So I've learned to practice at that time. I'm like, Doc, what are you doing? He was sitting there practicing. And then after I watched Pages of Life, I think it was around October, around late the period of the year, the other half of the year, I watched that last break on We Blessed in the City.
Yes.
I decided then what I wanted to do music. Then, all thanks to Fred Hammond.
Yeah, I mean,
that's when I decided to do music.
Inspirational story. So Lee, jump in. I've got so many questions. I'll just go forever.
Hey, bro, listen. They keep coming.
Hey, I'll go forever. Yeah, if
Magic King and you keep on number 5.
Yeah, now we want to go there.
Hey, man, it's a minute to us in this at such a young age. You really didn't think about you of a musician when we are saving and playing those percussions. No, it's no good. Okay, I just want to do this.
Honestly speaking, I didn't know. I honestly, I thought I was gonna be an architect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna be an architect. I really didn't have a direction. Like I thought I was gonna be an architect. I wanted to be. I just wanted something. I just didn't have direction.
Okay.
I never thought I was talented. I never thought I was talented in anything. Because when I did standard 10, I was still like, okay, cool, yeah, you play guitar, wow. But we don't believe in musicians here. At home, nobody was successful.
So
Hey man, like when God calls you, when God calls you, that's what I'm saying, this is a calling.
Yeah.
The more you grow, you understand it. But it's a calling because when I was playing guitar at home, nobody was successful through guitar, through music.
Yeah.
No one. You understand? No one made a living. The only people that we know were playing was Gama, Dlamani, Those were the only two people when we saw them we were crazy.
Yeah.
They were like superstars.
They were rocking.
Oh man.
Yeah, they used to have a group called Sounds of Praise. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, come on, they're the ones. They're my elders. Those ones.
How do you?
So they used to come from Kian.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll come from Kian and come through, and they play. I mean, Damani. Damani was like, yeah, he was the god. He was the only one.
Yeah. How do you then now find yourself in Johannesburg? Just tell us that journey. You are there and you don't think you are talented. How do you now move to Johannesburg and start finding yourself now, playing instruments and all of that?
It's shyly load shedding.
Yeah. Load shedding. Is that load shedding?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I'll make a plan.
Let's go, Mr. Pam. We are not going to delete. We are not going to edit this part. Yeah.
Escom is a reliance.
Yeah. This is our life. They must see.
But the question still remains.
I made it.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Yeah. So how
this the thing. The thing is, man. I went to study IT because my aunt suggested it's gonna make money. You're coming from that side, just like anyone else. You understand? You don't have aspiration of doing stuff like talent and all that. Talent is the last thing you think about. Think about survival.
Survival, yeah.
So when I go to Joburg, I link up with my dad. So I link up with my dad. He comes and now he's the one who's encouraging me to do music. Now I see the other side because I didn't spend time with him when I was young.
Okay.
So I thought, he's into me as zabantu abadala lezo.
Yeah, let's singangeni kuzo thina.
Yeah.
Manje ngithole Jozi vele naye.
Yeah, yena behlale Jozi. Yena he was a Joburg guy.
Okay, full on.
So he's the one who gave me the Jimmy Lulu albums, when he visited,
Yeah.
So when that time, because of Gano, now I'm starting to practice. I'm doing music, I'm doing IT. I'm not studying, I'm practicing.
You
understand? So every time I want to study, I find myself making beats and all that. So he introduces me to, but he was a school of music, no, Richard Bona, Spyro Gyra, like I'm 16 years old that time. I'm listening to those people and I'm transcribing. I'm transcribing. I've learned transcribing through Canon. I'm transcribing at that age. I was a transcription freak. I used to transcribe a lot. You understand? I think I spent most of my time transcribing. And then mid-June holidays, I just decided, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this IT thing. I go and tell my parents. I tell my mom. My mom, she'd go and tell the aunts and their husbands and my uncles, about 7. It's
a family meeting.
meeting.
You must understand that the political analyst Tiniko Maluleke is my uncle.
Oh, okay.
So like
exactly.
scholar.
Yeah.
You know, my other uncle was GM at ABSA.
Yeah.
So those were my two father figures, and now they discourage me to do this thing.
Yo.
The whole
the
family is like, Vuyo, yeah. So back don't sell a pass, but I equal and the low crazy when my examples of Brenda pass, I'm a drugs, young kid, but I get umuntu.
It's massive.
Young combo mchita, owenza music or successful. Pega lo mchita lo span pega uye music school wenza kaya.
Yo.
16. Yabo, manje my uncle athi amyekeleni sesemncane uzofeyila.
Yeah. How?
Uzoyekela abuyela enze music. Banginikeza ipass lapho ke.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't fail. I couldn't fail. So already.
So you had to prove a point.
I had to I couldn't fail. So the first year, mangenzo music, I practiced the whole year. So I would go. Upegi Kosa was my lecturer.
Yeah.
So I would learn every day of the week. Magata sit class like ngaham. Athamba ngaham. So uprapegi vele wangifundisa wangitshela ukuthi check. Then I transcribe. My thing, I always tell people abafuna ukufunda kumina ibase ngithi guys menza ukutshela ukuthi check angeke ngihlale nawo ngiyaproduce ngenza
Sure. Guppies, yeah.
My thing is I would take his word and practice.
Yeah.
So if Magati check out John Coltrane, Solar Le City, I would do that and practice. Isn't Ngazaz.
Yeah.
The whole year. So I think that I went on a practice rampage for a year and a half.
Yeah.
Full on straight up checking.
Every chance you got.
But already when I got to Joburg, I was ahead of a lot of guys.
Okay.
Because I was practicing.
Yes.
Because I was transcribing. So I thought it was a standard.
That's what everybody does, yeah.
Yeah.
Because of your own ballet.
You know, it makes a lot of sense, you know. It makes a lot of sense because one time when I visited you in Joburg, you were just on your guitar the whole time. Like he has the guitar, acoustic bass, first string, up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, dude, sing Vagashel.
And then I go.
It makes a lot of sense now. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Practice. And that's why it separated you from the rest, Yabo.
Yeah.
The sound, the knowledge that you know, and the way you approach music is very different to every other musician.
But also the gigs now, the gig life. Because at least we are hearing the beginning part. Okay, so now the school, this is what happened. But when do you now get your very first gig this side and the one that pays you? And how much did it pay you?
500. And I get a force look at
Oh, that's a force.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Uvelo 500.
Finally, then the stress line.
English 1.5.
Yeah.
I 1.5 in Manika.
You know.
500.
Oh, 500. Yakukumeza le cake yosayikhumbula namanje.
Ngiyakhumbula la gig le inginikeze i-stress esibhaya. Yabo. But at the end of the day, I've learned to say, you know what? That's why I decided. I think that was my first year. That's all.
Yeah.
So I told her that gig ngavela ngadecided ukuthi you know what? Ngifuna ama gigs aku level ethile.
Okay.
I think that helped me.
Okay.
Fast.
Yeah, because there was kuyilanda bona uhamba ngamateksi yobo. It was just a lot of admin. Yeah, ngabona ukuthi okay, if I can be professional, it means I'm artists are professional. I'm artists are good. I analyze a lot. Bubble artist, the professional show, we have to be good.
Yeah.
To be seriously good.
Yeah.
In order for you to win the money, right? So I need to be a professional. Yeah, but I think that. Yeah, but that's where it changed. The next year.
Next year. Oh, I like for so quickly come along.
Yeah, I'm more important.
Okay, yeah, the next year.
But I know.
The next year.
More. Yeah.
The next year, I disturbed to say the next year.
Next year was one of the. When I had amateur that I was frequenting that time was Foslo and Tema.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, back on that. Yeah. Next year I visited a lot eTema abo sifana nomfundisi konjobani Makhathini.
Khathide.
No, kunomfundisi Makhathi waseFoslo.
Oh yeah, Foslo.
I think mfana noKhuthatha.
Oh yeah.
NoKhuthatha.
Yeah,
that was nice. That was a nice. Yeah, that was a nice experience. Just nabo Xhapashe, yabo Vusi, yabo.
Yeah.
So it was nice, man. Yeah, like the gig life was starting to change because of the practice.
Nice.
And
so there you're a bass guitarist though?
I was a bass guitarist.
I was a bass
guitarist.
Okay.
Yeah, they knew me. Yeah, I think I had this battle inside me, between bass and guitar. I love bass. Yeah, but now, Manja, I think I'm gonna do a guitar project. I feel like I wanna go back to that love. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, man, and 2002. Yeah, that was 2002. That's where like I started to like really, really grow. I did Zola, Sanalwam.
Oh, you did that?
Bass,
I remember that's Sanalwam, yeah.
Yeah, I did that, and I started working with Shaluza Maxim Tambo. He's the one that really introduced me to the game.
Okay.
To the game full on. Yeah.
Ne?
And from there, yeah, man, I started skyrocketing. I think we did a project 2 weeks after he met me. You know who gave me the gig? Uprafano. And was referred to by Jakes.
Okay.
By Jakes. Uprafano is a legend.
Too much.
Without him, I wouldn't have the experiences that I have because Shaluza is the one who got me the green bass 2 weeks after Sevens and I.
Oh,
hey, that green bass.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
That green bass,
hey,
on loan.
Yo.
You see how God works, ne?
Yeah.
Mangeni uJohn Shaluza ngidlala nokwazi.
Yo.
Ukwazi. Kanti uzodlala nokwazi kuJoyous 10.
Yes, I remember the dress, yeah.
By the time Zdala Joyous 10, I already knew he sound Dakwas. That's why we were locking.
Yeah, too much.
I remember
that's Yeah, Azasa Reheza Skatesite. Ukwas was filling in for another drama. So he came in the last minute to Joyous.
Yeah. And it looked like that.
People do not. Yeah, we locked because.
Wait. Let's go to that story.
Yeah.
Was he filling in for okay?
No. Makama Munti.
Okay. He was filling in
like someone. Not filling in for what?
Yeah, I was filling in for
another drama.
Yeah,
there's actually the like when we got in, there was the two of us. It was me and the drama, the drama from Pretoria,
okay,
and all that. So yeah, it just didn't get the sound HOS, but it was a great drama.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't get the sound HOS, and
yeah.
And now, yeah, they get frustrated at the end, and
they're like, no, let's go back to us, because they've been working with him for a long time. There's a lot of there was already a lot of strong bonds there.
Yeah. So whose idea was it to next to Ngubeko?
I set up your call. Yeah, I set up your call.
Sorry, man, we keep disturbing your story. We keep disturbing your story.
Hey, Faith, sorry.
Saskis, we're being bad hosts. We're being bad hosts. You're busy telling us that whole story. Uguti Uprafana introduced you to Shaluza, and then from Shaluza, you started playing with Ugwazi, you know, and you're still building that story.
And you got the green base,
yeah.
After that, I basically, that was late year, or late the part of the year and all that. So what happened is I got to play a project called Yakolisa Dlamini.
Okay.
Oh,
I say online. Imagine that project now. People are talking. Industry
yeah.
So in 2 weeks ngidlala le project. Na 2 weeks ngidlala nabo Shaluza. Ungifaka project enkulu kangaka ngidlala nabo Mncethu Khuphu. Yayithola ngidlala nabantu abatop yabo Hatch. Yeah, ngidlala nama-t-shirt too. Like I mean, like that's where I first saw like production. Like I had a production 101 class, no Prajo Nikom.
Okay.
Producer guitar, yabo.
Yeah.
Producer my breaks, yabona na Cooper na wakala. Yes, yafiwa la.
Yeah.
Imagine at that age, in 17, in 18, yeah? Yeah, I was 18, yeah. 18 years old, in Bona Lesos into Les. It's all. And now I'm getting a production template from Prachun. Now I'm working no Lokuzan. I'm looking no Kwaz. 2 weeks after. It's all. And then it goes. 2003, when they redeemed. It's all.
That's when I saw you for the first time.
Yeah, since they redeemed. It's all. You understand? We're looking that's why I'm saying everything. I think everything in life falls into place.
Yeah.
That's why I believe in the good and the bad works for you.
Yes.
You know. And after their project got redeemed, you introduce Kujabuhlongwane.
Okay.
Yeah, and bese Kujabuhlongwane saqala iband naye 2004.
Yeah.
Yabo. Lo ngidlala noShaluza yabo
Yeah.
yabo ngidlala iAfrican yabo mina vele ngiyintwana ethandela abo American music but khulukhulu wangifaka esintweni yabo ngafaka isintu ngafunda isintu yabo yabona lento yabo and yabo I didn't know which everything is going to work for good yabo I'm being trained and then 2005 I mean like every opportunity eyami eyafika ifika before ngishawa impilo.
Okay.
Yabona ezimtshele
yeah.
Before ngidlala ilokhuzana ngidlala lo uzola ngithola uShaluza Max. Ngasilala esontweni i-stage sasesontweni i-hill program.
Yo.
That's how bad life was. You understand? That's what I'm saying is like, you know, coming from Limpopo, coming from Limpopo, that's how tight life was. You understand? For like almost 3 to 4 months, sleeping there until you were used. I had to make sure I rehearse still. I had to like practice still.
Even in those conditions.
Everything comes. Yeah, even in those conditions. Yeah, it's all. At that time, 2003, ngicala production, ngicela music, ngicala production, mangicala production kanje. Yabo, and then it goes. It's another side of me that was lying dormant for so many years. For people didn't know about it. And then 2005, 2004, I shower life for like 6 months. But 2005, life I say grand. And now 2005 ngithola icall akaJabuhlongwane. So, ngena kuJoyous.
Yo.
Kanjani. Yayithola.
Yeah.
I didn't realize ukuthi i-project yeJoyous. I realized 5-6 years down the line with that project actually is the one that catapulted the talent yasedladleni.
Yo.
That's in Limpopo. The whole of Limpopo Baba started doing music.
Because they saw you now.
The way those, yeah, they saw, okay, this guy is the Shivuri, you know, Shivuri.
Yeah. Yes.
Shanghai.
Yes, yes.
You understand that project changed the confidence levels. It brought people, like it gave people hope. It gave people answers. Now, music doesn't pay, but look at that guy.
He's doing well. Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
Manu told me he like was inspired by that project. You know, even Berger told me he was inspired by that project. You know, even like people like that. I didn't know. Even when I was working No Zahara Talk, she still remembered it. Yeah, you were the bass player for Joy Celebration.
Think about it. Think about it.
That's Limpopo. There was a trend. Which the Limpopo bass players are coming up. You understand? There was a trend.
Green bases.
And I didn't know. That's what I'm saying. Is like that's why when I started, I said I'm a servant of God because God was giving people, you know, a template, and which was me. And he knew what this template is gonna sustain. Imagine after that, ngena kusimpiwe done, and then go Afro.
And then they say you travel the world. And then they say, then after that, everyone up.
Yo,
that's a very inspirational story, man. You know, I think there's a couple of things. We're gonna get to Simpiwe, but I'm really, you know, moved by, you know, how everything progresses. You know, the progression of things as you narrate the story is very big. You know, because I'm sure there's someone out there who now shower life magic is a musician, but hey, lazy. And they, you know, they're starting to doubt, you know, I wonder if did I make the right decision with this, or maybe my uncle was right, man, with you know, this music thing is not the one. But when Ajay, without your doing, you get a call from Ushongwan. And I mean, you didn't do anything to make sure that call happens. You know, you just worked with him and then that was it. You know, but now, you know, he gives you a call without you doing anything. And then boom, life changes just like that.
Big stage.
Hey man, it's so funny, man. I remember I met Chunki there. You were figure that. Yeah, they were auditioning.
Okay.
They were auditioning, you know. And I tell him, okay, play like Sihle, play my one note. Because bayona lento bayaziyo ukuthi bafuna sound yakasihle.
Okay.
Obviously they want a sound yakasihle because it's the only guy that really wabo. And even I know akakhohle uChungi. You know, and like and I met Chunki was playing with Bongani.
Masina, yes.
Hey, Masina was the guy. Hey, first time, I mean, I was working with Giselle Brothers, you know.
Yes.
Back in the day, you know, Masters and Sensela Makix. Yeah, but coming up to the story, you know, like life, we don't know what we do, you know, and we just have to follow. Like I'm checking this. There's this thing called timing. God places you in a level of God. It brought me at the right time.
Sure.
You understand?
Sure.
And every talent in a timing, Because when I came in with Joy Celebration, especially, it gave the thought of like, okay, man, let's try the American sound. In as much as we love the South African sound, let's try the American sound, and which helped to grow music because we need each other at the end of the day.
Sure.
So, man, when I came with that American template of playing bass, it was so difficult for them to go back to the previous sound. And that that aided in the Sabelo to be found.
Sure.
Sabelo Masondo. Came in because Nayana he had that sound.
That American thing.
Yeah, he had that American thing. He came in and it aided because now they went back to the previous bass player. Already Sebede is Bengitshela ulindelani ukuthi ulindelani uthi hayi old school ulindelani
The previous bass player.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an old school, new school.
Yeah.
You know, and it's so fun, you know. It's so fun to match it, and you know, match it about but say as in ngabo. Probably I will pay now because the way bebanga fooling via ngakho.
Oh,
Because
Brian.
I probably would have never left.
So it is important, this whole thing. This thing of leaving space and not just moving, keep moving. Yeah. So that Nabanya Bantu come in.
If you feel like moving, because I remember the time when I left, I mean, they really wanted me to stay. You know, a lot of people were depressed. They were touched because we were starting to build a sound.
Yeah.
Right, about that American sound. And Nubego had somebody now who can stand with him and say, "Bon,
yeah, let's go this way."
Yeah. And love, alone. And it was sad, It was sad. I remember like that's how bad it. But now I got an opportunity to be a music director. Who would say no to that? We're going to Germany.
No.
You understand?
We must talk about that thing.
And we're getting paid.
Serious man.
We're getting paid. I mean, at that time,
let's talk about this.
And like now.
Let's talk about this band.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about how does this band get formed? Because I'm sure this is Simpueta, and I'm assuming that we're talking about right now. So how does it get formed? Tell us about from the first call. Who calls you? What's the setup? What's the progression of things?
I'm for a boyfriend that Simpiwe at that time.
Yes.
Yeah, but basically, I actually worked with Simpiwe 2005 before I got the call. Joyous.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks down the line, I get a call. Joyous to say we were Chabushongwan. Who could say no to Joyous at that time? You know. And I took it, and then we had gigs as Lashanai. So umchita bayangazi jwayelanga lento lezokuthi kuzodlala umoya ngithi kudlala abathola umoni yabo because umoni udlala khona umchita they didn't understand how things work at that time.
Sure.
So that's why I left Simpiwe then, and nakhona because there was a lot of izinto bezingahambi kahle that time. I think naye umchita bengawazi kahle kurana kahle la ebhendi.
Okay.
Yeah, we manager. It was learning in the job.
Yeah.
Then I left and went to Joyous Celebration. I feel Joyous not la.
Just a change.
I know. I'm going to recording you one.
Yeah.
Because already as a musician.
Yes.
You want to like because I mean in service and Obusha loser. Because I already had that session music. I know how things were run.
Sure.
Because I didn't agree with.
Yes.
And I realized Lana and Gang Gloom.
Yeah.
So I make sure when we're recording at your celebration, put some Red Bull out too.
For like 6 hours. For like 6 hours.
Yeah. You know, I had 5 hours on the stage.
Yo, brah.
I saw boom.
So after that, now I'm given a role. I'm given a role to change the band. They're coming in. He's not as strong as a drummer.
Yeah.
And the band, they just fired a manager.
Yeah.
So like this into Babo, they needed someone to guide. No Makwaza. They're the ones who convinced Utana, and then we had a meeting. Utana was okay. So I suggested good rehearse. So because that time I was working now weekend, so I would coach Bafana. Okay, bon, I sent this and the so kick and snare. Yeah, what's in this lapo, hamba straight, like my hi hats, you're going to complicate. I wouldn't understand.
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
So, but with the music that we were playing, because we wanted that, and
yes.
So I had to like explain this is Intolez, I wanted to him, and that time, like basically like the tonality of the whole thing. I didn't know where I got the information. Maybe probably because of the transcribing.
Yeah.
In 23 that time. So so now I take the band, everything, guitar, compartment, at least bokunomdumtshalo when I got Mdumtshalo to work with me. Yeah, Mdumtshalo laid it down, so we arranged it, did a tour. We nailed it. Because that was as long as you kill it in German, we killed it.
My brother, I know that band. I remember that band. Everywhere where we went, that band was a nightmare. It was like, it was even a mess. I remember Usugini coming to me. We're so down in Mali. I can't remember where you guys were. I think we were at Mpumalanga somewhere. Yeah, and just before we came in, you came in. So who are you here to play with? No, so when are you playing? Since after Simpueta, not big mistake. That's a big mistake. I think I'm about to swap. I'm about to swap. No, that band was. Hey, it was a mess. To come in after that thing was another thing. But yeah, we have to draw near to an end. Lee, how many questions do you have there?
Oh, Fetu, there were so many questions.
Go for it. Go for it.
So Fetu, in all this touring and namakikla also atolile usupumile jazz so simple. How's your work with Christ at that time practically?
That time, Peja, I was all over the show.
Yeah.
That time I was all over the show. I was believing in this. I was just trying to, because you know what? I got hurt with the church.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that time I check out numerology, I was astrology, I was check out
number TK. I know TK was
for me to have said like to have gone like full circle and know, but I know what. For me, Nankulunkul is the one who works for me. And when I see my talent came from church and everything just came from that background, and I see it was all God's plan. Yeah, it's on.
Yeah.
It was all God's plan.
No, that's amazing. So I only have a few questions. I don't know where Lee is at, because I'm gonna ask my two last questions. And then we go. Let me just ask my second last question. So, as far as the South African music industry, what's your dream for this industry?
For me, it's just record labels, bro. Record labels are slides and fit, as cowards and fit. As in record labels that are greedy, you know. Record labels that run a psychopath. You know, a psychopath is somebody who doesn't have remorse, who doesn't show remorse, who doesn't have remorse. And that's the problem with the record labels, and they're killing a lot of talent, you know. And I really want to take the rejected guys in the game, you know. Aba rejected, and they abuse it. Now, there was a point in my life where I felt depressed, you know. You know, I abused alcohol, you know. You know that, and like taking those type of people and really creating a new template in my record labels, man. You know, what's wrong with giving an artist like 45%?
Yeah.
At least. You know? What's wrong with doing that?
Yeah.
What's wrong with doing that? Because the demographics, it's a small industry.
Yeah.
People don't get it. We're not enriching people, we're giving them frustration. So my thing is just I'm also using myself as an example, you know, like rapping also, you know, telling my story. You know what I mean? There are two things. I wanna show musicians and anyone that it's a lie telling yourself I am this type of a person. It's a lie. There's no such a thing. If God says rap, you rap. If God says do a Mapiano project, do it.
Yes.
You know, and for me, I'm trailblazing in this music thing, especially for musicians that know me, you know, and like from the environmental music. Don't say you are this type of a person.
True.
Yeah, boy. They said I couldn't rap. Manje, Papi is lap, but hey, yeah. You understand? So when God tells you, yeah, I've got a project called Red. You won't believe how I rap there. Like I rap nicely.
Yeah,
you understand? So like you that's my thing for this industry, to be flexible enough to and to take the standard of music to the next level.
Great. So we've got the last minute. So go for it, Lee.
Okay, so as we draw to a close, that was a good question, by the way. And uvele wayisala bengifuna khona ukuthi usuhlangana nini-ke ne-1020 cartel in all these things ezenzekalayo. Yeah. And what are you with 1020 cartel?
Pardon?
With 1020 cartel, iqale kanjani, uhlangane nabo kanjani, and what part do you play there?
Oh yes, I'm a producer there. I'm a producer. I work with them, and as much as they know that I'm studying, I have Manyike music. It's a brotherhood thing, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I used to share flat nose Java, so at the point.
Ah, dope.
No, nice.
So I was staying in 1720. So Java and Rap moved to 1020. That's where it comes from.
So that's how it comes.
My brother.
Nice.
Yeah, we're staying in Tyler's place. Yeah.
No, thank you very much, man, for coming. It's been a lovely interview, man. I really appreciate that you took the time, you know, to be here. Long time coming. We've been hoping that you come. Siabong.
Pleasure, my king. Pleasure, my king.
I should have just opened. One time.
Hey,
No, Dango.